What's up, family? So we had Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever definitely beat the Dallas Wings in the building, man. I did a 33-minute stream or live. Go check that out. Uh, During the fourth quarter, basically, because I was watching it, but I started screaming live, and I decided to go in the last quarter of the game, unfortunately. But we got Mike Talk Hoops here. Shout out to him. Go check out his YouTube. Amazing individual. He was live streaming at one point, but he's giving his perspective, let alone input, on how great the game went. And as you can see, he's rocking the jersey, so he is a Caitlin Clark Indiana Fever fan. As we all know, this is definitely a revenge game from back from when the Dallas Wings beat the Indiana Fever on July 17th, when the Indiana Fever actually lost and the game was 101 to 93. So this definitely was a revenge game. Um, Amazing way for the Indiana Fever to pull out the game to make a win, as it was back and forth and individuals going back and forth. With no further ado, family, let's get straight into this video and comment down below you guys input. What did you guys feel like that Indiana Fever needed to do to better maintain or sustain the league, as it was a back and forth, a yo-yo effect type of game? On top of, uh, do you guys think that this helps them to persevere as they're in they're place six in the conference in regards to their playoff run? Do you feel like this will strengthen their playoff run and make them um, undeniably unstoppable as they continue to beat these teams like the Chicago Sky and then the Dallas Wings, as a redemption game? Most definitely a redemption, let alone revenge game, showing that they have the the ability to be phenomenal and pull out these W's, man. So with no further ado, let's get straight into the video.
Let's freaking go! Let's freaking go! 6-1. I repeat, 6-1 post-Olympic break, lads. We're above 500. How many we have not ended the Fever have not ended a year above 500 since Tamika Catchings was still on the team. They haven't even been close to it. Back-to-back 100-point games. And guys, if you guys are hyped,
Yeah, and it's amazing because I feel like the break was definitely beneficial for Caitlin Clark, also her team, as they build up their chemistry, in regards of Caitlin Clark being on the court and off the court and finding their footing when Caitlin Clark isn't on the floor. Because as we know, before the Olympic break, the Indiana Fever did not know how to basically efficiently orchestrate the offense without Caitlin Clark being on the floor, right? And it's a such thing as rest, and she needs her rest. And I'm not sure. I believe just like the NBA, the WNBA incorporates load management. But man, they've been on a winning streak. Literally four games back to back W's, man. Phenomenally. But let's continue.
subscribe here. We're trying to hit like 30.5K by the end of the day. We're trying to hit 30.5K. What a win. What a win. What a game. We beat Arike doing Arike things. The first time this year Arike shot 50%. We beat the refs. We beat Aaliyah Boston having an anonymous first half.
Yeah.
But, oh,
Aaliyah Boston did have a phenomenal first half. I was a little bit get frustrated with her, and I want you guys' perspective on that. Towards the second half, in the second half of the game, I felt like Aaliyah Boston was somewhat slacking in regards of getting those boards defensively and offensively, because she is a big in my eyes, right?
how did that game right there. We just saw running. We just saw running up and down. Two teams were just running up and down in the first
Fast
quarter.
pace, yeah.
Neither team was shooting well. And then Arike goes out and has 14 in the first quarter. She just goes and hits 3 threes in a row. Arike just starts cooking. Caitlin Clark a little bit quiet in that first quarter there. Kelsey Mitchell was cooking as usual. And the Alyssa Smith
Casey Mitchell, man, she came out soaring, man. I believe she did about like 36 points. She had 36 points. I believe, I'm gonna check it. Mitchell had 36 points. Let me go check the game. Actually, I'm looking on my phone. As they just won, obviously. Let me see. Phenomenal game, man. When I was watching it, it was very, very intensive, very, very fast paced, up and down the floor. Uh, man, Mitchell had 36 points, and she was 2 points ahead of Enrique, who had 34.
Game well. I have no idea what happened to Nalissa Smith. She wasn't even on the bench, but I thought Nalissa Smith gave them a good game. Thank you so much for the $5. Really appreciate it. I thought Nalissa Smith gave them a really, really good game today. Satu, for them, I thought was really bad to start, was getting bailed from a few free throws.
She did very bad to start, but Sabali, she did very good as of recovering and being more effective in the second half.
And then comes out to start the third quarter, bang, bang, bang.
Told
Three
you.
threes in a row. And you're like, all right.
Yeah.
All right. It is what it is. Tierra McCowan is huge. Like, I think, and that's the one thing when it comes to Aaliyah Boston, is she's really struggled on the big centers. So, like, on Cardoso.
Exactly. She struggles from a rebound perspective. As you can see, Aaliyah Boston, she had 8 rebounds. And, for example, their center on the Dallas Wings had 11. Now, don't get me wrong. It's not too much off. But as a big, you definitely want to be down that paint, getting those rebounds, boxing out, and being effective in that standpoint. Putbacks, screens, of course, and things like that to be highly effective within the game. But as a big, and don't get me wrong, Aaliyah Boston can shoot a three. Bigs nowadays are required to shoot the three. I believe from both sides I believe from both leagues, the WNBA and the NBA. But she still has to find her footing when it comes to being more effective as a center. But she'll get there, I believe.
Cowan, she struggled. She struggled on John Quell a good bit. She just struggles on the big centers.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought she was fine. I thought her decision making was really good today. She has the worst whistle.
Yeah, she did good decision making besides, as it was crunch time, and obviously it was like 91-95 if I recall from watching it. I believe Aaliyah Boston it was just little mistakes, man, like the double dribbling. You ain't got to do all that, man. You're in the league, maintain and hold the league. You ain't got to do too much. Relax. Decision-wise, she could have just dished it back out to one of the guards up top. But overall, she does play a good game. I do believe on the big center, she does have difficulty finding her footing. But, man, she just got to continue to be aggressive down there. She does work, man. She works. She will work. She will get up and down that floor. But, look, man, you got to keep boxing out those bigs, man. You got to get down there and start swinging them, looking like female Shaq down there. You feel me?
If she looks at somebody, it'll be cause a foul. I can't believe the Dantas and Boston lineup worked at the end of the game, but it did. Dantas hit a big three. And, again, Aaliyah Boston, she had a bad game there. But thank you so much for the 5. I don't know what currency that is, but thank you. Well, how many games are they off 5th? If you're going to cash the storm for 5th, maybe. Just maybe. For the Wings, JC Sheldon did not, thank you for the $9, did not give anything easy. Did not give Caitlin Clark anything easy today.
That is true.
JC Sheldon.
She was good on a defensive standpoint. From a defensive perspective, JC Sheldon she was highly effective on the Dallas Wings side when it came to staying in front of. And I believe she probably was the best at defending Caitlin Clark to the best of her ability. As we all know, Caitlin Clark is fast, man. She like Sonic. A lot of people have a hard time catching up. A lot of people, Caitlin Clark exposes a lot of people being out of shape, man, in the league.
Was hooping for Dallas. And thank you for $5, JB. But the way she was guarding Caitlin Clark.
Twisted Tea Light.
She was guarding her from a more, how can I put it? She stayed in front, man. That's all I can say. She stayed in front.
Was like, she did not care about offense. I know she still shot.
She didn't. She was just worrying about stops. And that's why I feel like for the Indiana Fever, they just needed more defensive stops and they needed to make their layups. Other than that, and getting rebounds, man. You know, I done seen the Dallas Wings, I believe, and Enrique went up and she missed one layup and made one. The Dallas Wings got the rebound right back after they was doing the free throw. So I just feel like they need to do better boxing out, making their layups, and getting more defensive stops. And they will crush any team I feel like is in their way. But, yeah.
6 times, over 3 and 3. She did not care about offense. She just wanted to play defense. Arike Agumbawale, the shots that she was hitting were crazy. Like, sometimes...
It was wild. She hit like a 3-point in between a double team, bro. That joint was crazy.
I had to give credit where credit's due. Like, they're crazy. And you might be right. Just looked, it wasn't a Raptor win. Yeah, you're not wrong. Unfortunately, we didn't get our Raptor win. Oh my God, thank you for the $10 and $4. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the membership. By the way, I will just go over these all at the end of the video because I'm recording the breakdown. Arike Agumbawale tied the all-time 3-point record in a game. We played against the refs, and Arike having probably the best shooting game ever in the WNBA.
Yeah.
And we won.
I agree.
Caitlin Clark, a slow start. She was 0 of 3 from 3 to start the game, 5 of 8 the rest of the way. Caitlin Clark, 10 of 19 from the field, was shooting under 50%, under 40% for quite a while. And Caitlin Clark comes out there 10 of 19, 28 points. And don't get me started on Kelsey Mitchell.
Oh, man, she was on fire, bro. Kelsey Mitchell was on fire. Definitely, she's like a freelancer, bro. She'll keep running, keep finding openings, Kelsey Mitchell and Caitlin Clark never stop moving. And I think that's why they're so effective offensively.
Kelsey Mitchell, 36 points, season high. Don't get me started on Kelsey Mitchell. Like, she was unbelievable. And had she just started a little bit better, she missed a couple of layups early enough in the game.
Yeah.
But had she started off a little bit better, she would have been incredible. And look, I thought her defense on Arike was good. Arike was just hitting crazy things. Arike hit an off-balance fadeaway 30-footer and banked it. Like, the ball was just going in for Arike.
She was carrying.
Down the stretch, it was
Arike was carrying the Dallas Wings.
Stepped up. The Fever won the last quarter, 30-19. 30-19, they were down going into the quarter.
Mm-hmm.
And it was...
like
I thought Aaliyah stepped up big time, hit a few big shots in that quarter. Maybe it was the third quarter, she had a few big ones. Danta said it was really good in the fourth quarter. I thought Katie Lou was very poor. I thought Katie Lou was really, really poor today. Like, even when last play before she got taken off, she literally, like, just tossed the ball straight to the other team.
Yep. Deflected like crazy.
It just wasn't great, in my opinion. But we've got to just give credit where credit's due to this team. Like, this team has put up 100 points twice in a row. And I just want to give credit where credit's due to Kelsey Mitchell. Like, she's unbelievable.
She's phenomenal.
Like, the Kelsey Mitchell that has showed.
And I feel like her work and her visibility of how effective Kelsey Mitchell is finally coming to light. Obviously, thanks to Caitlin Clark, because if Caitlin Clark didn't get on Indiana, who was really checking for Indiana Fever? Let's be real. You know, I got to give credit where credit is due. But, you know, Casey Mitchell being like a veteran on the Indiana Fever, and I don't know, when did she join the Indiana Fever? I think she been at 2018. So she been there since 2018. About like 6 years or so, right? And if she's finally getting credit where credit due, an amazing player and amazing individual from me seeing her interviews alongside Caitlin Clark, definitely pulling her weight when needed to do.
After the Olympic break, that has a focus on running into spots. Like, she doesn't dribble nearly as much.
She doesn't
dribble nearly as much as she used to.
She's a spot-up shooter, and she has realized what more she need to give and what she need to take away from her game. Instead of the dribbling and dancing so much, she gets to the spots where she needs to get to on the floor. She sees the floor, and let alone she definitely cuts back door, does a lot of cutting, getting wide open, goes to the corner, pop up shot, and does a lot of effective things. She's like Caitlin Clark is like the Steph Curry, female Steph Curry, and she's like the female Clay in a way. You know what I'm saying? Klay Thompson.
And she's just getting better quality looks. This is the best shooting guard in the WNBA post-Olympic break. And look, I have a weird feeling they're going to give Clark Player of the Month. Please give it to Kelsey Mitchell. Please give it to Kelsey Mitchell. And for people saying, like, I know we're in September now, and for people saying that, like, oh, you're going to give...
This is my favorite.
I believe that Kelsey Mitchell should get Player of the Month, and obviously Caitlin Clark should be Rookie of the Year. That's all I'm going to say. You know what I'm saying?
To give like Kelsey Mitchell's gonna leave. Kelsey Mitchell can't leave. They can core her. If Indiana want to, Kelsey Mitchell cannot leave. So as long as they offer a max, she cannot leave. There is like it doesn't matter what she wants to do, she cannot leave if we offer a max. And in the standings right now,
do you guys believe that Kelsey Mitchell will stay or leave? I believe she'll stay, and I do agree that if they offer a max, she will stay. I mean, she put in her work. She's obviously committed to the team, right? And always willing to work hard. And she stayed this long, and now the success is finally paying off as she got help, as she's been there since 2018, with the phenomenal Caitlin Clark being a part of the team now.
we're now looking at how far are we off? We're 3 games off Seattle. We're not going to catch... Or 2? Wait, Seattle lost today, didn't they? So we're 2 games off Seattle. I don't think we're going to catch up, but maybe. Just maybe. And obviously, we are 6 games-ish off the playoffs. 6 games off, or say not off the playoffs, inside the playoffs with how many games to go? With 7 games left. So we win 1 more game, we make the playoffs. And this is a...
Do you guys feel like they'll win 1 more game? Of course, I feel like they'll win 1 more game to be in the playoffs and qualify. There's 7 games left, you know?
This is a really, really tough situation for any team to deal with. Caitlin Clark and Kelsey Mitchell backcourt. There is no better backcourt. And
True.
if anyone in this comment section says Chelsea Gray and Kelsey Plum, I am going to lose it. I'm going to lose it. But this was another, I felt, game for Aaliyah Boston where...
Do you guys think, I was just seeing, do you guys think if Teresi leaves Phoenix that Phoenix would go after Kelsey Mitchell?
One thing I really like about Aaliyah Boston is that even when she's not scoring well, it's just, she's so
It's
smart.
mental.
Her
Responsive.
positional sense is great. Everything about her.
She's good at seeing the floor.
Everything about Aaliyah Boston is just... She's a super player.
The thing with Leah Boston is she know how to see the floor. Just sometimes it's just those big bigs that she needs to find her way around, right? You know, it's those big centers.
Clearly the 3rd best player on this team right now, but she is a super player. She makes the right decisions. Her IQ is off the charts. She's great. Temi Figbenle got an and 1, but I would like to see her have some offensive game. And Nalissa Smith was really good. Laxey Hull, good game. Great cut. And then she got the offensive board, went in.
They got then they fouled her, and then she did it. Her free throws. That was a magnificent play, stepping up to get the board, to kill the time on the clock, to pull off the win as well. She have definitely played a part of it. Everybody played vital roles, and I feel like everybody naturally knew their place and their key role when it came to pulling off this win. Caitlin Clark was slow at the first half, picked it up at the second, start making crucial 3-point shots. Aaliyah Boston was doing her thing. I think she did phenomenally well. I would just like to see her step up more from a rebound standpoint. And other than that, she has a good IQ. Kelsey Mitchell does her thing. I do agree that Smith did her thing.
We beat Arike having her game of the season. We beat JC Sheldon balling. And I mean this, JC Sheldon is like there are very few guards off the bench that I would just really, really like on this team. JC Sheldon is like Lexi Hull with a
Uh,
handle.
uh, yeah,
Imagine
yeah, that is true. Lexi Hall with the handles.
Hull could play a little bit of basketball. Or not a little bit of basketball, could do a little bit with the ball. That's what JC Sheldon is. And for people saying that, oh, it's 20 turnovers, how do you win off 20 turnovers? Man, how many turnovers did they have? Like Natasha Howard had 7 turnovers. They had 10
Yeah, Natasha Howard was doing a lot of reckless stuff out there, man.
of 13.
Deflections.
Like, you're going to be, we play fast. We're going to get a lot of turnovers.
Yeah, but I feel like you could play fast but still be efficient. You know, like I said, the little mistakes, the self-inflicted wounds. I feel like Indiana Fever could have got 100 plus. That's just my take on it, family. And then now that the Fever beat Dallas and Caitlin Clark and Caitlin Clark had 28 points and 12 assists. Now I feel like the ESPN can move Clark into third place for the Rookie of the Year, and ESPN has Angela at first, and the trans woman from the Sports Illustrated swimsuit issue in second. But Clark has always been a Rookie of the Year, and Angela Reese is just a rebounder. Just a rebounder. Has never been the Rookie of the Year. Clark has about 180 more points than Reese. And yeah, man, I just wanted to see her get the Rookie of the Year. She does a lot of phenomenal things and did a lot and is still doing phenomenal things to come. You know, with this Indiana Fever team, man, and everyone else playing their role and coming together phenomenally. Amazing game, intense game. Very, 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 how can I put this? Competitive game. But I hope you guys enjoyed my take on it, let alone as I, added my commentary and input and perspective while watching this video I reacted to. Give this video a big thumbs up. Comment down below you guys' perspective, how you felt about the game. Do you think Indiana Fever, what they need to do more to be more of a great team as they are? Do you feel like they could win one more game to get to the playoffs? And do you guys think that Caitlin Clark is the Rookie of the Year and already have been a Rookie of the Year, like I said? So with no further ado, family, peace.